Technical glitch there. Are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now. Good.
Oh, good.
How'd you pull off this scam, the greatest scam in broadcasting, the announcer for The Price is Right?
What a racket! You know, you got a couple of inappropriate pictures of the executive producer, and next thing you know, you are announcer of the show. It is amazing.
You were announced in 2011 as the announcer for The Price is Right. A lot of people think you just sit there and say,
"Come on down,
Susan, come on down."
Well, you're pretty good at it. You actually got the great voice. It's amazing. I'm only the fourth guy to get to do it in 43 years, which is incredible. 3 other guys, Johnny Olson, Rod Roddy, and Rich Fields, and 2 of them went out in a pine box. So that shows you how much people want to let that job go. And I get to do Come On Down. Actually, my favorite thing to shout is a new car. Like, it's a new car, because if I do it just right, the person pees a little. So that's.
Is it true that they, as the audience lines up, and then they pick the people out of the line to come on down?
Yes and no. What they're doing is they're casing the joint. It's you're standing in line, and some producers coming down and go, "Oh, hey, Kelly, what's where you from? What do you do?" And that's the time when you're like, "Go on, kid, you're bothering me. I'm waiting to go to see the show. Leave me alone." Well, they want to see your personality. They want to see like how you're going to do on camera. So those are the people that you really got to shine to.
You got to sell yourself.
What?
Got to sell shoes. Yep.
Now, are you a Cardinal fan or a Dodger fan?
You bite your tongue, young man. How dare you? Of course I'm a Cardinals fan.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you live in L.A. With all the glitterati. I just wanted to make sure you haven't left your roots.
Well, it just doesn't seem that exciting to show up in the 4th inning and leave in the 6th inning on a game, and only do it during the playoffs because now your publicist got you the seats.
That is very good point.
All my friends that I work with on Price, they're all Dodgers fans, and actually one of the crew, her name's Monica, and she's always draped in Dodgers gear, and we have a really friendly rivalry, and I call them a stabby bunch of people. Like I say, it's Switchblade night at the Dodger Stadium. They're just they don't have a great reputation, let's just say.
George Gray, our guest, St. Louis native, was announced as the announcer for The Price is Right in 2011. What's your favorite Price is Right story? What's the most embarrassing thing? What's the one story you love to tell about The Price is Right?
Oh man, there's so many great ones. I'll tell you what. It was really fun to kind of go viral for a second, which when we grew up meant something totally awful and different. But I think it was last year. I think it was about a year ago. It made it all over every talk show, every day show, every night show. That was a woman. She was playing, I think it was One Wrong Price, because I'm on stage sometimes for, like they put me on the trampoline instead of the women models, which is just cruel and unusual to our fans. But this was, she won whatever it was, and so Drew said, "Hey, go over and say hi to every." I think it was Rachel, it was myself, and then we had a guest model, a supermodel, and so the woman comes running over. Well, there was a piece of carpet that was probably 1/16,000th of an inch, and she tripped over it. And in slow motion, you can watch her hands go flailing wide, her head leans down, and she goes for a 10-foot dive straight into my moneymaker. And it is worth the watch when you get a chance. If you're at home, look it up. I think if you just type in Price is Right contestant, announcer Crotch, you will probably get any kind of Google search like that. You will find it, and it is hilarious.
Oh,
I'm looking it up now.
I think that's my legacy up to this point.
It was that moneymaker. It wasn't the other moneymaker. Okay. All right, good. Fair enough.
My dulcet tones. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have what's your favorite game?
Oh, my favorite game is Rat Race, actually, which Drew created. He created that a few years ago because I'm a big gearhead. Love anything with an engine, cars, bikes. I'm a vintage guy, and the fact that they have like they're mechanical rats. If they had little horsepower engines, like little two-stroke engines, I would never leave that show.
Mine is the yodeler.
I love that one too.
You like yodeling guy?
Yeah. I like that one.
Here's trivia. See if who can get it first. What is Yodeling guy's first name?
No idea.
Johan.
Boom goes the dynamite. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Totally guessed.
Johan is the correct answer.
What do I win? What do I win, George?
Well, Kelly, let me tell you, you want a new Amana range.
I just peed myself.
How many times? No, you pee yourself on the car. Not on the Amana range. And by the way, Amana is not a sponsor of the show, George, so get it right.
I think they were in 72.
Okay. Now, what about how many double showcases have you given away in your 3+ years?
Gosh. I think I've probably seen maybe 3 or 4. Not a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn unusual because you have to be within $250.
Oh, I thought it was $100. It's $250.
$250.
Yeah.
That's so tough, though,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
just
It's rare.
That's
just amazing, especially when you watch in the morning. Some people are off by like $12,000. I love it when I'm standing over there at the podium and Drew says, "Okay, what would you like to bid?" And you've seen a boat, a couple of motorcycles, and trips around the world, to 5-star resorts. But because they didn't hear a car, they go, Drew, I'm going to go ahead and say $6,000. Have you ever watched a show one time? We don't have a showcase for $6,000.
George Gray, we're out of time. St. Louis native, good luck at the game today. You're always welcome here. Have a good day. Have a good trip.
Hey, thank you, guys. Have a great day. Go Cards!
George Gray, announcer for The Price is Right, ABC News.